So how about the test plots? Where did we end up on that? Well, I completed the last mow a few weeks ago on those. And with it being late in the season that I seeded them, and also the fact that they're really young yet, and once we started getting frost and the light started going away, they pretty much just kind of stopped where they were. There might be just a slight bit of growth on there since then, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to kind of leave them as is, pick up there next season. Now the Kentucky bluegrass out there, I never got to do a mow on it. As most of you know who have ever grown Kentucky bluegrass, it is a very slow grower, very slow to establish. Once it gets going, it's completely fine. It looks great in the end, but it takes a long time to get going. And because I did that late, it just never came to a point where it's actually growing enough to mow. So I'm gonna be interested to see how that comes out next spring and see how it kind of does at that point. But right now, not much going on there as far as the bluegrass goes, enough to actually mow it and show you that. What's the wind chill outside?
Currently, the wind chill is 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect it'll feel like 45 degrees.
That seems about right. So I know I took a bit of a hiatus here for a few weeks. I just kind of wanted to take a little break towards the end of the season. There wasn't a lot going on. And I know the timeline of this video is going to kind of be all over the place, just considering I've shot a lot of different things at different times. But hopefully it'll all make sense in the end. So I was gone traveling for the last couple days, but we did get a lot of rain here, it looks like. Of course, we didn't get it during the season when we actually needed it, but I digress about that part. I really can't do a whole lot about that, as you know. I guess I'll take it here at any point because we are still in a drought, and hopefully that doesn't continue into next season. So almost 3.5 inches in the gauge since the last time that I emptied it. I'm not really sure exactly when that was. I can't remember now, but about 3.5 inches since then. And a few weeks ago we got between 5 and 6 inches of rain, so we've caught up this fall quite a bit. So hopefully most of that soaked in and didn't run away. The other thing though that I wanted to mention is if you do have a rain gauge like that that collects a decent amount of rain, you'll want to make sure you bring that in before it gets frozen, because likely it will crack. I've had that happen to me before when I forgot to bring in my rain gauge, so make sure you do that. I haven't mowed since the day before Halloween, and it is November 11th today, so I wanted to get a sense of how much growth happened during that period of time. About maybe 1/4 of an inch, because that kind of tells you how slow things are now, not only with the temperatures, but the fact that the sunlight is very minimal, of course the time change, all that fun stuff. But today is the final mow of the season, real mowing here on this front yard. I just did leaves not too long ago. I will have some more leaves to do on the backyard, probably, like I said, around Thanksgiving, maybe even a little bit after that. But that's not really mowing, it's just chopping up the leaves, and that's gonna be the final stuff for back there. But this is gonna be the final mow today out here in the front. I think the other main thing that you've probably been wondering about is when are we actually making a move from the property that we're at now to our new place. Of course, we need to do a build out there. That hopefully is going to be starting in the near future. Now, if you don't know, I do have another channel. It's just my name, Ryan Knorr. I've had that channel for quite a while, and periodically over time I have posted stuff over there, but now I'm going to be kind of ramping that back up for the off season. I don't post a whole lot of stuff over here on the lawn channel because there's nothing going on. There's snow on the ground here. Head over there, please check that out if you would like to kind of see what's going on. As soon as we start doing building and all that stuff, that will happen over on that other channel. I don't believe we're going to be moving until sometime next year. At least that's hopefully, cross our fingers, the plan. We will actually have something out there to move into next year. Now, that's barring a lot of different things in terms of shortages, in terms of all of that stuff. So don't hold me to that, but hopefully that is the plan. So next spring I should be coming back here to do some things, and then also we will be ramping up things out there, not only with what I did this fall, but also I have a few other ideas that I want to get started. And hopefully we'll also have the shell of our house there that I can start in the spring with planting some things out there and getting a lawn going around the house part as well. So if you want to see what we're kind of thinking about building, like I said, all that stuff is over on that channel. Please check that out. I would love to have you come over there and check out what we're up to. So other items of business coming up here for the end of the season. I wanted to try something different, and that is going to be a limited edition piece of merch. So it's going to be a t-shirt that I'm only going to sell for this fall season, maybe like a limited edition 2 times a year type of thing. So like a spring and a fall limited edition piece of merch that you guys can collect. So I had a subscriber, Jeff, up in Minnesota, who created this shirt, so I wanted to thank him very much for the graphic design work. So you see on the shirt, it turned out really cool. It's a real mower kind of taken apart, a design of what those look like if you're looking at a blueprint, and then it just says how to to earn your stripes. Also, he created like a secondary logo for me that's a little more simple. Just says RK kind of on a cool design, and then Rye Knorr Lawn Care underneath that. That's the design for this fall season. I'm only gonna sell it until January 1st. We all know the holidays are coming up as well. Someone asked me if I would create kind of a blog or a list. So kind of a gift guide, if you will. So I will work on that. I will get that done before we get to the Black Friday time frame. But right now I do have a few things on a kind of a pre-holiday sale on my website. If you want to check those out, I will have those listed here in the description, but we'll also definitely have more stuff on sale for the Black Friday holiday, so stay tuned for all that stuff. What is left yet for content this year? I am still working on the John Deere Classic video. That was kind of like a behind the scenes documentary type of thing. I've never really filmed anything like that before. I had about 400 gigabytes of footage, multiple full interviews, a whole bunch of stuff that I needed to get through, and I just didn't have time during the lawn season and my normal editing to take on a huge project like that. So I am working on that. I will have it out. I'm not going to guarantee an exact time frame at this point because I want to make sure it's done right. Once I do have it done though, I'll probably list it as a premiere and we can kind of all watch at the same time and chat and do something fun like that. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I wanted to thank you so much for watching this 2021 season. It was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to next year. So many different projects, so many different things that I want to work on, and I'm glad that you guys have been along for the ride. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching. Have a great holiday season, and we'll see you next time.